What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of T1E Adventures, and today we're going to be talking about the handlebar bag from Route Werks. So let's dive into it. So the bag made by Route Werks, they call it the handlebar bag, and really nicely made. So they have several different accessories and things like that that you can attach to this, and we'll dive into that here in a second. But overall, the bag itself is plastic top, has several pockets, 3 there, 1 zipper pocket at the top, bungee straps, pockets on the side, bungee straps again, and a nice aluminum mount. The lever squeezes things. There's adjustment if needed by a 4mm hex wrench, and there's a nut there that's locked in place already. Little lever to open it up, and that's the bag. So what we're going to be doing is mounting up a handful of the accessories. I'm going to just demo the accessories themselves, and then mounting it to the bike via their bike mount. So the bike mount itself is machined aluminum as well. Very well built. 4 screws, 2 straps hold it in place. You do torque these down to 5 Nm, so a torque wrench is key. The accessories themselves that we're going to be doing is the QuadLock for phone, cell phone, the Wahoo computer mount. They do have several options for different computers. I have the Wahoo, so I went with that. These mounts here are actually made by Barfly, so they're Barfly accessory mounts. And then we have a accessory or GoPro mount, and I'll be using this strictly for GoPro. I'm not going to be using a light on this. This itself did come directly from Barfly. They did not have this on the Route Werks site, but they do carry the QuadLock and the computer mount. Wahoo, Garmin, pretty much. So Barfly makes mounts for a lot of different computers. So we have an adapter that is utilized for mounting the Barfly. This is a Route Werks 2 Barfly adapter, but it also has a hole drilled in the middle that's threaded that is used for the QuadLock. And this will actually mount to the top of the bag. And I will show you now how that happens. So real quick before we start diving into this, I do want to see if you can see it. To adjust, but these mounts do come with little bitty rubber O-rings. These O-rings separate the mount itself from the top of the case and act as a shock absorber. It also holds the screw in place so that it makes it easy to mount these. So we're going to pull the Route Werks logo puck out of this one and go ahead and install the Route Werks 2 Barfly / QuadLock adapter. Alright, so to get started, we're going to open up the lid. I'm going to flip it over on its side and just basically pull the bungee straps away. We're going to take our 2mm wrench. We're just going to loosen these screws until the logo puck is free. And just like that, the logo puck is free. So now we have screws with the O-rings, and we're ready to take our Route Werks 2 Barfly adapter. It's beautifully machined piece of aluminum, and essentially line it up with the cross and screw it in place. So I will hold this one with my finger, flip this upside down, and at least try to take the first screw and kind of secure it a little bit so we know that it's lined up, and then work on the second one. Snug them down. Don't do an over tightening on these. I think that with that rubber O-ring in there, you want a little bit of, you want it tight, but I don't think you want to just like torque it down. So there it is, it's installed. Simple as that. So now we are ready to mount the accessories. So first one we're going to do is going to be the Wahoo computer. Wahoo mount comes with 2 screws that will go into each one of these ports here, and so I'll give you a close-up of it so you can kind of see the 2 screws. These are 2.5 mil, and they just simply screw into place. Now, one thing to note is with the Wahoo mount, side to side, I believe with the Garmin, the slots are going to go up and down. But here's the Wahoo, just like that. So now we have the Wahoo mount on here. It's off and easily goes on. Pretty sturdy. And that's it. So you can see already how simple it is to mount accessories. So next up, we'll pull this one off and we will go with the QuadLock. So up next, we'll start with the QuadLock, and the QuadLock is to essentially just mount my phone to this if I wanted to. So several different little pieces for it, but it simply screws through the center hole on the adapter. It has a plate that has some teeth on it that lock it into place, and then this locks it in place on here, the mount. So we'll take this, adjust, basically I want this adjusted where this is to the side. We'll take a 3mm wrench, the top, there's grooves here, here, and here that these fit into, and basically push down on it to get it to go and thread in, tighten it, and we're done. QuadLock. So the QuadLock system, I've used it for several years now with several phones now. So basically goes on, locks it in place. As you can see, phone is secure. All right, so press the lever on the side, twist it, comes right off. So you can get a little bit of an idea of what the QuadLock looks like on the back of the phone, but it goes on. Push it, twist it, comes off. So there you have it. That's the QuadLock. So next up is going to be the GoPro Mount. So you all know that I love to film my bicycle rides. So I thought this was going to be the perfect accessory attachment for the Route Werks bag, which is the GoPro Mount. The GoPro Mount consists of its own base plate that does screw into the top of the Route Werks. So it does come with its own base plate that mounts to the Route Werks 2 Barfly adapter. This is made by Barfly. It also has the mount itself that then screws into these holes with these silver screws. So this on top, and boom, we have it. So to install, really simple. You do have a beveled edge around and then it flattens out. This flattened out portion of it has a little arrow and that's pointing to the front. So you do want to install it with that pointing to the front. Snug. Then you want to mount the GoPro or the accessory mount to the top of this as well. One thing that I like to do is keep the nut side of the mount on the battery door side of the GoPro. This makes it really easy to open up the GoPro when you use a thumb screw. So let's go ahead and mount this, and then we'll get the GoPro mounted on top of this. Nicely built, crafted bag. So now it's secured. I'm gonna take the GoPro, pull out the legs, ears, whatever you want to call them. I will say that it is snug. So you want to kind of line the holes up first. I use a thumb screw. Finger tighten it. And there you have it. And we'll go straight from here, from mounting the GoPro to mounting the bag on the bike. So we're going to take the bike mount, 2 straps, 4 screws, 3mm, and we're going to mount this to the handlebars and then mount the bag to this, get it all leveled up, and torque it down to 5 Nm. So let's get started with that. So when you unpackage the Route Werks bag, the bicycle mount is inside the bag in its own box. So pull it out, remove the screws, remove the straps, and then you should be able to essentially just place this under any cable routing that you have underneath your handlebar. The larger piece is on the bottom. The straps go on the top. You'll want to get it centered up and leveled up as best you can before torquing it down. All right, now I'm going to place the bag on there and kind of sight it in to make sure that I've got it level as best as possible. That looks like it could go down just a touch, so we'll readjust. And I am mounting this to my Y-Cycles R+ gravel bike. But I'll throw a link up to the Y-Cycles R+ build that I did, so you can check that out as well. So now, I'll take the torque wrench and adjust it to 5 Nm. And we're done. So that's it, everyone. Simple as that. Accessories are easy to install once you get that Route Werks 2 Barfly adapter on there. As you've seen, that was simple to get on there. It's easy to mount up on the bike. It looks to be a very sturdy item. So far, I can't complain. I'm going to run this through the ringer. Hopefully April 1st it'll be on there to carry my Nikon Z30 and a 16 to 50mm lens, and get 110 miles, 14,000 feet of elevation, something crazy like that. And I'll do a couple of shakedown runs before that, just to make sure this bag is exactly what I want. But so far, so good. Great craftsmanship. Highly recommend it so far. I'll do another quick review after a long gravel ride and let you guys know what my final thoughts are on it then. But yeah, you've made it this far. Go ahead and hit that like button on this video if you like this content. Post up down in the comments below if this is a bag that you've had before. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What bags do you recommend? You know, let's talk about bags. Let's talk about burrito bags. Let's talk about frame bags. Let's talk about any type of bag that you recommend or that you highly use. Yeah, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you want to, and yeah, we'll catch you out there on the next adventure. Cheers.